Um, there's been a little bit of a goalie debate here on TSN 1050 of late. I'm sure you've been having it in a lot of your circles. I'm sure, the group chat with all the insiders might be having similar discussions. I happen to, and Julia's with me actually, I believe. We happen to kind of be the odd man out in this discussion here at the station, thinking that Samsonov, if he doesn't implode down the stretch, he just continues to be the consistent player he is. He should be the game one starter, even if Matt Murray is healthy. Whereas the guys on the morning show and even the guys on OD yesterday saying they want it to be Murray, and if he's healthy, he'll be the guy. Like, where do you stand on that debate?
I mean, I would lean to Murray because of the resume, right? Now, recent history tells us, and by recent, I mean you dive back into Murray's time in Ottawa, and it's well documented the injury issues that he's had to endure in the time that he's missed, and that's crept into his injury scenarios in Toronto as well. But for the most part, when he's healthy, he's given the Maple Leafs good starts and decent goaltending. And, when it comes to, playing in a high-octane environment, high pressure, all of those things, I think winning matters. And he's got Stanley Cups on his resume. So unless it's abundantly obvious that Samsonov is just a better option, and that might be the case. I mean, as we're having this conversation today, it's a more difficult debate. If you're still undecided when you get to the end of the regular season, for me, I concede to history, and I look at the importance of Matt Murray when he was winning Stanley Cups in Pittsburgh. I know that's a long time ago, but if the internal analytics and data support that, and I am including the medical data, which is most important, then I think you always go way of history here in experience.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought. We're so hung up on game one of the playoffs. Who's the guy going to be game one of the playoffs? But the Leafs have been selling this tandem to us when both guys are healthy all season long. So do you think there's a chance they actually play them as a tandem in the postseason?
Well, yes, but we're not talking about you get a game, then he gets a game, then you get a game. That's just not realistic. That's I mean, you got to go with your gut, and again, all the information that Sheldon Keefe is probably swarmed with on an hourly basis as head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't think you can overreact to one bad goal. Can you react to a sketchy game? 100%. That's different. If he lets in a couple of bad goals, whoever he is, and that sways the outcome of the game, then if you're comfortable in the 1A dynamic, then why wouldn't you make that change? But it gets dangerous when you're just going back and forth, because you're also then identifying that goaltending is the reason you're losing. And normally that's not the case. We've seen it where there have been games of collapse. One comes to mind in Toronto. Don't know if you guys remember it or not, but anyway, at some point somebody's got to grab the reins, and that's why the debate is fun now. It'll be less fun and maybe more apparent, which is obvious to which goalie they're going to start the playoffs with, depending on how things shake down.
Yeah, I guess very much a wait and see. Everything's always a wait and see with this team. Nothing matters until mid-April.